From the moment you step foot into Epply Airport, someone is watching you.
We have a fairly robust security system in our airport that starts as you enter that building.
Currently, there are more than 755 security checkpoints in more than 450 airports nationwide.
I think it's for our benefit. I initially felt a little uncomfortable with the X-ray thing, but I've gotten over it.
But as we all know, the security measures we have in place today are largely in part due to the tragic events of 9/11.
Prior to 9/11, we didn't have those kind of threats or didn't see those types of threats. And so we were probably more complacent. Since our exposure to that type of a threat, we do things a lot differently today.
And do they ever? Since 9/11, TSA officers nationwide have screened nearly 5 billion passengers. That's around 2 million passengers a day.
Yeah, I think all the precautions are needed, and I think it helps to secure our safety, so yeah.
But with all the latest security measures in place, you'd be surprised at what people are still trying to bring on board.
And we catch and find firearms in bags somewhere in this nation probably every day.
Rick Gordon has been with TSA since 2002, and just right outside his door are 2 glass cases filled with just some of the items they've had to confiscate since 9/11.
Our biggest threat today is not a box cutter, it's an IED, an improvised explosive device. Because we know that's what will bring a plane down.
Gordon says that there are around 20 levels of security now that weren't in place prior to 9/11.
And we try to make sure that what we do is necessary, but not overboard.
And as technology advances, Gordon says so needs airport security. And that's why Gordon says TSA is now looking at a new type of pre-screen check process called a risk-based screening application.
What we do is we marry now the intelligence information that we get with a pre-check process that allows us to be able to screen folks before they ever get to a checkpoint.
What that means is passengers will have the ability to freely participate in an advanced and more in-depth screening process that would allow them to move faster through certain checkpoints.
The checkpoint is the most visible screening location in an airport for aviation transportation. And then those folks that we've already used intelligence and other processes to vet in advance allow them to expedite through the screening process.
This advanced pre-screening check is already available in a number of major airports across the country. TSA says it hopes to add a lot more this year.
The business that we're in is very important business for the American people. And I think, quite honestly, that there are things that we need to continue to do, and we're very diligent in that process.
Gordon says that a timetable hasn't been set as to when we could see this advanced pre-screen check at Epply, but hopes that it does make it here in the near future. Clark Young, Fox 42 News.